third equation, sometimes called the non-time equation. Time in the third one, times in the first two. Straightforward to provide show the third kinematic equation can be derived from the first two. So I kind of already alluded to that. It says solve the first kinematic equation in terms of t. V equals v0 plus at. Solve for t. This is a literal equation. So you're going to subtract v0 from both sides. You get v minus v0 equals acceleration times time, and then divide by a. So t equals v minus v0 divided by a, like that. All right, so that's everything for step one. Let me know when you're up to there. We'll talk about step two.
See. Yeah, we can move on to step two.
All right, step two. Step two shouldn't be much of a surprise, but it says it's reason the first two equations. It says take the result from step one and use it in the second equation. So always good to kind of refresh yourself. What is the second equation? This is usually the first one they give you. This is position as a function of time. And notice that you're going to take the t that you just found, and you're going to plug it in from there and from there. It's really messy. Lots of stuff going on here. X equals x0 plus v0 times v minus v0 over a plus 1/2 a v minus v0 over a squared, like that.
How did you know to how'd you know to pick this like base
Second
block?
equation?
Yeah.
It says so. I mean,
Oh, okay.
there's no magic here. They're just telling you just first two equations.
And
Your
then
instructor,
the
Good.
the arrows pointing at the terms there. Does that just like mean the same thing?
It just means you're putting in for both t's. And a p here and t here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I get that.
And believe it or not, that's everything for step two. So a lot of writing. There's gonna be a lot of writing coming up, but it's doable.
Yeah. B minus PO squared over. Okay, cool.
So now we're up to step three, believe it or not.
Perfect.
It says expand the equation above, meaning that you're supposed to distribute this v0 in, and then foiling this thing on the right. So it'll require a little bit of a rewrite. Let me just see if there's a way that I can do this slightly better. Nope. All right. So just looking here, x equals x0 plus. So I'm actually gonna bring, well, I don't want to say this. The v0 only multiplies the top. It's because it's v0 over 1. So it's v times v0 minus v0 squared. And then it's all over a, but I'm going to write them both over a for the moment.
Okay.
On the right, there's a bit more to do. It's really v minus v0 squared over a squared, because you can square the top and you can square the bottom. take a look at that. Let me know if there's any issues. Teachers usually rush through this, but this is where if you have algebra questions, I can answer them.
Okay, I got that.
So let me navigate here a
So
little bit more.
you basically just foiled the VO and the 1/2 A.
I have not, foiling is going to come next is V minus
Oh,
V
okay.
zero times V minus V zero. That is coming next. What I want to draw your attention to is that there's an A on the top, two A's on the bottom, like that.
Hmm.
And so what this becomes is 1 over 2A, the 2 and the A kind of pair together down here, and then all this other stuff comes down. So, uh, you know, you don't have to do all this writing, but I'm going to show it on the screen here. We are going to foil this next.
So, sorry, the A's.
1A up here cancels with, it's really A times A on the bottom down here.
Okay. Okay. And
Uh,
then,
And then we're going to foil this by writing it as two binomials, a binomial times a binomial. We're going to do that next.
gotcha.
I'm going to switch colors just to see that here, what this becomes. So foiling this becomes V squared minus V times V0 minus V times V0 plus V0 squared, which reduces to V squared minus 2V times V0 plus V0 squared. And then we're bringing everything else down. Let me know when you get caught up to this because the next step's a little bit unclear, I think.
Okay. Okay.
So now we at some point have to look ahead to the answer, and that's what I want to do now. And draw your attention to something really important. Like this is what we're trying to get to. And what I want you to see here is that there's an X minus X0 right there. So to get that from your current line, you have to move the X0 to the other side of the equation to get an X minus X0.
Could you repeat
Okay.
that?
Yeah, I want you to look ahead to the answer because sometimes you don't know what to do next. And what to do next is based on what is in the final answer. Final answer is an X minus X0. You have an X equals X0 or X naught. And so we're going to subtract
Okay.
X0 from both sides to get it there. And then I'm going to draw your attention to this 2A. But the next line is X minus X0 equals, and then it's all this stuff again. Like depending on your comfort level with algebra, you can do a lot in one line or not. All we did was move this over.
Hmm.
All right, so now can I talk about something new? Or do you need, I mean, I don't know how much you're writing down. I mean, it can get overwhelming here to do, but
I'll write that down.
okay. Because the next thing's also kind of a little bit odd.
Okay.
So now, again, if we just kind of look ahead to like the final answer, the next thing I want to draw your attention to is the 2a here. Not well. Um, we want to get a 2a in front of x minus x0. To get that, we're going to multiply everything by 2a on both sides of the equation. So we really want to get this 2a in front of x minus x0. We can do that by multiplying both sides by that. It just so happens that 2a is the common denominator on the left, on the right, sorry, not the left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's how that looks when we're multiplying it into this right here, this term, and then this term. So I'll show how this looks. 2a x minus x0 equals 2a v times v0 over a minus 2a times v0 squared over a plus 2a over 2a v squared minus 2v times v0 plus v0 squared.
Okay.
And a lot of stuff's going to happen from here to simplify and get where we want
Yeah.
to go.
So, mm, okay. Let me take a picture of this. The I'm sorry. I'm just getting a little lost.
I know. This is excessive. There's no value in what we're doing, but just please ask your
How did
question. We're
you?
gonna get through this
Yeah. How'd you know to use the 2A?
only because it's in the final answer.
Okay,
That's
but why the 2A and not like, for example, the v squared 0?
the only way you can get a 2a in front of x minus x0 is to multiply both sides by it, and it happens to clear the fraction,
Okay.
which it's supposed to. I mean, I've done this before. I mean, but as a student, you don't know. I mean, there is no good explanation, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you're kind of asking, maybe you don't even realize it's like, why is this the final form? Uh,
Yeah.
it it just happens to be the preferred final form. It's cleaner than what we have currently.
I
Um,
think I think I need to go back a couple steps. I think I
yeah.
maybe missed something like in the beginning that
Okay.
that's probably gonna make all this easier. Do you
Well,
have like any kind of just like resources that might help me out?
I mean,
Yeah, I
just
know
to
we're kind of running out of
well,
time right now.
I want to finish this problem for you. I mean, we can go up a little
Okay.
bit, but what we did, you just have to work through it a couple of times to see it. Then I would watch the video. I would look at the notes. Like I've
Yeah.
really done a good job of. I usually skip steps. I didn't skip any here. Like you're gonna see all the little things.
Okay.
Um,
Perfect.
so just assume that this is good at this point. And so
Sweet.
now, okay, the A cancels with the A cancels with the A, the 2A cancels with the 2A. And
Hmm.
here's what we have. 2A x minus x0 equals 2 times v0 minus 2 v0 squared plus, now because this has gone in front, you can just bring the parentheses v squared, drop the parentheses 2v times v0 plus v0 squared. And you have a ton of like terms here. 2v0, v times v0 minus 2 times v0. Those cancel.
Hmm.
You have, trying to switch colors here, minus 2v0 squared and 1v0 squared. That becomes minus 1v0 squared.
Okay.
And then you bring this one down to get a v squared in front, just for the preferred look of it.
Hmm.
Okay. Again, we're getting really close to the answer, right? It's got to look a certain way. So the way it
Yeah.
looks is that they move this to the other, the v0 squared, they move this to the other side, and then they switch sides. So this comes over here, v squared equals v0 squared
Oh,
plus
okay.
2a x minus x0.
And you can just do that, right? You can just
Yeah,
switch sides.
yep, yep.
Okay. Sweet. And then that's the
Okay,
answer.
so that is step 3-ish.
Oh, okay. So,
I mean, okay,
oh,
so
yeah.
so this is step 4. So where does step 3, where did step 4 begin? Somewhere, uh, maybe somewhere here. I would say step 4 begins.
Okay.
This whole thing is really like it's one continuous problem. They're just trying to
It's
break it
being
up
broken
into,
up. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And again, I
That
send
makes
this to
sense.
you right. I send this to your email right after. Um,
Hmm.
I get it. Like if I saw this much as a student, I would just be like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna it's like it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
But if you really want to learn this, and I'm not saying there's any value in that, but if you really do, you just got to go back and redo it and look at the
Yeah.
steps and match them up. And
Okay. Sweet.
all
Well,
right,
thank you
so
so
we're gonna,
much.
yeah, of course. Does
This is
time still
super
work for
helpful.
you each week?
Hmm. Yeah.
And do you have fall break coming up anytime soon? I don't remember.
It's coming up